What's up, everybody? So we're back with another video. So this one's going to be a little more extensive video on my series of how to transition to a vegan diet. So this one I kind of have a little bit of visual. I know it's kind of small on the screen, but I just want to have something there that you guys can go by. So basically how we do it, I'll just get right into it. We go week by week, and we just start small. We go little doable goals each week to kind of just make it easier to transition into a vegan diet. So as you can see here on the screen, so we go week one, we start real small by just drinking water. So basically you're just eating whatever you were eating before, but instead of, I don't know, like I have here on the screen, most people drink coffee or booze or anything, like have some beers at night or wine or whatever, or sodas and things like that. So week one, we basically cut all that out and we're just drinking water only. So for some people that might be more difficult than others, but this is just one way of doing it. This is the way that we like to do it because we don't really drink coffee or alcohol or anything. Um, we like to drink juices and sodas every once in a while, but so for us it was kind of that would be the easiest thing for us to do, so cutting out all the drinks, soft drinks or anything like that, and only drinking water. So week one, we just drink water. Then week two, we keep that first week's goal. So basically we maintain that sort of rule, I guess, and we go only drinking water, and we only cook at home. So basically we don't go to any restaurants, we don't go eating out or anything. So we go to the grocery store, we get ingredients to cook food at home. Or you can be a little bit lenient about it and just go to the grocery store and you can just get like pre-made meals from the grocery store instead. Because at the grocery store, generally you can see what the ingredients are in the food. And that's kind of the point is when you eat a vegan diet, you're always looking at the ingredients on the back, like the food labels. So that kind of gets you in the habit of doing that. So you're looking at the food labels and things like that. But for week two, we're just cooking at home and we're still eating standard diet. And when I use standard diet, I mean like standard American, standard whatever, wherever you are. So just meat, dairy, whatever it is that like a standard diet. And then week three, we maintain those first two rules, only drinking water still, only cooking at home, but this time we're going to switch from eating from meat to going to a vegetarian diet. And I put here a lacto-ovo vegetarian, meaning you don't eat any meat or fish. I mean, if you want to eat fish during that week, that's fine, but it's up to you. But basically, you're cutting out the meat, and so but you're still eating dairy and eggs and stuff like that. So that's what the lacto-ovo is there on the screen. And then from week three, you go to week four, and essentially you go vegan at that point. And you're only drinking water still, and you're only cooking at home still, just to kind of stay in the habit of doing that. Okay, so at this point, it's about a month that you're transitioning. Okay, vegan, obviously on the screen it says no animal products. But so at this point, you've reached your goal. You transitioned to a vegan diet. Now, with that being said, I have here on the screen, if you could see it, it's kind of small. Just have fun with it, okay? So this is one way of doing it. This is the way that we like to do it. It helps. Ideally, if you can, you just transition overnight. Just say, hey, I'm going to go vegan right now, right? Ideally, that would be the way to go, but it's not as easy as it sounds for everybody to just do it right away like that. So this is something that helps us stick with it. I mean, obviously anybody can go and say, I'm going to go vegan, and then the next day you eat vegan, but are you going to stick with it? That's the question. So this helps us do it because it's a slow transition, and little by little you're cutting things out until you get to vegan diets. So with that being said, you guys can do it the way that you want. You don't necessarily have to do it the way we do it here. You can even do it bi-weekly. So you go drinking water for 2 weeks, right? Or 3 weeks, however long it takes for you to do it. So if you're a real heavy coffee drinker, I mean, even if you don't want to cut out coffee, you don't necessarily have to. It's up to you. Ideally, or for us, we find it's best when we cut out the caffeine and the alcohol and all that stuff, because it's just the way we like to do it. It's just easier. So do it the way that you want. You can use this as a guideline, kind of a way to do it, a way to transition. Some people, when they are first getting into a vegan diet, they don't really know what to do. They want to do it. They're excited about it, and they might want to jump into it right away, but they find that it's difficult because you don't really know what to eat and things like that. So this is a good way to do it in that sense that you have time to learn about that stuff because you're cooking at home. You're cutting out the restaurants for a week or however long, and then you get into the vegetarian, and so you're starting to have to think differently about what you're cooking at home. And it helps when you do it slowly, where you're just cutting the meat out, but you're still using dairy and eggs, because you'll find when you go vegan, and any of you vegans out there who are already eating vegan, you know that with a lot of products into the stores, they sneak in milk and almost they sneak in milk and things that you didn't think that was like, why is there even milk in here, or eggs even? So that's another thing, looking at the food labels. But this seems to work best for us. Like I said, you guys have fun with it. Don't stress yourselves out. I mean, life is stressful enough. Don't make your diet stressful. I mean, you have to eat, so make it fun. Make it something that is enjoyable. And remember that food is for the body. It's not it's not necessarily entertainment in the sense that we're eating for fun. But there's nothing wrong with making eating fun, and you just eat what you enjoy, and make it enjoyable, and that you can maintain the diet that you want. So there's a lot of I think in the future I'll make some videos about some of the foods that we eat that we enjoy, and that sets us up to where we're not having any cravings or anything for standard diet, meat and stuff like that. So if you guys are really interested in going vegan, this is one way that you can transition. Hopefully this helps you guys out. If you have any questions, or if you think this is dumb, I don't know, put a comment. Let me know how you guys do it. If you guys, and I guess, like I said, ideally if you guys can transition overnight, hey, more power to you. That's awesome. But for those of you who are having trouble sticking with it, this might help you out. And anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.